This village I'm in is called Osko, and it is home to a remarkable association called Hegypásztorkör, which can roughly be translated as Hill Guardians Association. So this association was founded in 1985, I believe, and even more remarkably, it was established by adolescents, by teenagers basically. They didn't stop ever since working on restoring the cultural values of this little village, and they were so successful that now they are attracting significant tourism here in the village. And the reason for why I stopped here is that I suspect that this is one of their projects. As you can see, it is an old house, a thatched roof house that is in the process of restoration. I guess we will see other houses as well along the way. I'm in Zala County, which is, in my opinion, one of the most beautiful regions of Hungary. And as you can see, these gently rolling hills are the trademark of Zala County. Our goal is right there. I don't know if you can see it. On the top of the hill there is a structure, and that is the Tartika castle. And if everything goes right, then I will overnight there. I still have about 10 kilometers to that point, which isn't much, but the last part is pretty heavy climb. have to walk the bike. The trail is simply too steep. But it's steep as well. Hello.
Nincs messze.
Reménykedem benne. So the Tatika castle is a medieval ruin on the Keszthely plateau near Zalasanto, a little village I passed through yesterday. The castle was built by a guy named Tadeusz who built this castle before 1240, which means before the Tatar invasion. This makes this castle one of the oldest in this region. 800 years old. That's something. Anyway, by the middle of the 16th century, the castle was already losing its importance due to the changing geopolitics of the time. And in 1589, yes, the Turks, the Ottoman army, attacked it, looted it, and burned it. And, well, it was never restored ever since. So let me show you around in the morning light. The bike is already plugged into the sun, and here is the ruin. Only a few rooms remained. My next goal is, I hope you can see it there, it is the Stupa. As far as I know, it's the largest Buddhist stupa in Hungary. I just wanted to show you, I made some modifications to my setup, and I left out the foldable panel I carried with on the bottom of the trailer because it was too tedious to unpack the whole trailer every time I wanted to charge. So I have this old panel here, and now I have an identical panel below it. It's attached with hinges, as you can see. So whenever I stop, I just fold it out, and then I made some 3D printed gizmos here, as you can see. These should help to hold the panels, both panels in the same plane. Okay, so there are on both sides, and I just unfold the panel. I have this hiking pole, and I can prop it up in the proper angle. So I am now at the Buddhist Stupa at Zolasanto, and this is it. It is one of the largest stupas in Hungary. It's about 30 meters high and 24 meters in diameter. You are not allowed to enter the building, but you can walk around it on 3 levels. These 3 levels symbolizing different virtues. I cannot remember exactly which ones. Anyway, Buddhism is not a major religion in Hungary. As far as I remember, about 0.1% of the population is Buddhist. Anyway, they built this beautiful stupa here. It was consecrated by the Dalai Lama himself. It was built in 1992 and it became a place of pilgrimage. It is near the village called Zolasanto in Zola County. The building itself is beautiful and the environment is great as well. Very peaceful on the top of a hill. This is one of the largest trees in the country. So you can be pretty comfortably inside it. The legend has it that the shepherds sought a refuge from storm in this tree. It is said to be 1,000 years old, which of course is not true. According to the estimations, it's about 250 years old. Let me put my backpack here for reference. This is the so-called oven chapel. It's a privately owned chapel. Built in the shape of an oven. However, it is said that actually a chicken coop was used as a template. Very peculiar acoustics here. Cute. Great idea. Here it says that it was designed by György Vadász. He was the architect, and it was built by István Szilágyi and his wife.